Hello friends, we're back. Yes, it's been a while, and it's nice to be back. 5G, 20,000 satellites apparently being launched to create it. Okay, so 3G, 4G, now 5G. Remember Ali G? Now in the globe religion, you've got Space G. But satellites in this outer space is pure Art Clarke sci-fi, friends. Why would they have very real drones in an inner space? What would be the point? So let's start by simply explaining how drones are used for signals here on the plain Earth. The transmitter or headquarters, like Sky, Google, EE, etc., will upload information to the drone, and this is one such example from none other than the National Academy of Space Actors. This is their drone. But anyway, the drone will then transmit the signal back to the receiver, and this is known as the downlink. The downlink sends the information back to your receiver, which is then simply placed on a very tall building like a bank or even your home or anywhere here on the Earth, some places out of sight. So towers and hubs will then communicate with that device. Connects to your phone, your TV, your tablet. All in a space, land-based communication. What do you think your Sky dish is pointed at? So the teleports are usually faced straight up or at an angle, which is one key to all of the transmissions to the dishes in towers, which thus allow GPS to work, including your phone's signal. At each apex, a signal becomes a reality to the phone or to the TV. So if hills or any other geopathic features like are sort of in the area between the broadcast towers and the antenna, you're not going to be receiving enough signals. So elevating the antenna higher, elevating it by placing it at a higher location or using a taller mast will increase the signal reception. Other buildings, trees or even shrubs will block signals from reaching the antenna. So the trick is to try to get the clearest, the most unobstructed view to the broadcast tower possible. Satellite transmitter phones work almost everywhere in the outdoors, but they need a line of sight to a transmitter. This means that a signal might be blocked by trees, mountains, buildings. You generally have good reception in the outdoors, but depending on the provider, that the coverage might be very limited. Satellite phones, friends, don't work everywhere. In some countries, they're completely banned. Now, weather will also play its role, and there are lots of dense clouds between you and the transmitters. This will also block the line of sight. But you could say that satellite transmitter phones can work in every region of the world since they only require a line of sight to a transmitter. So this, like everything else, friends, is simply land-based communication. Just bouncing signals from one place to another. The better the provider, the stronger the signal and boosting capabilities are. And this is how all the corporations make money from us all. There's nothing special that's going on. They just connect to the nearest transmitter for signal in the country that you're in. The real problems with signal and coverage start to occur when you're on planes or ships, boats, cruises, because there might not be GPS over the oceans technically. So they can't pick the signal due to the line of sight. However, saying that, friends, there are now boosting towers that are absolutely set up everywhere, places that are completely hidden out of sight. There are wind farms which have boosting capabilities that are built into them now. And let's not forget these Wi-Fi transmitting drones that all work now on solar power, sitting at the 60,000 feet mark above the Earth. She's one of the reasons why Concorde was really grounded for the airspace usage, of course. And let's not forget, friends, that we are all connected by undersea fibre optics. And this is the interweb, the worldwide connection, as all the plain Earth is, and getting stronger and stronger, especially with the release of 5G. The military, let's think about this, would never lose one single soldier if so-called satellites in an outer space were real, and when one of them is actually found, it's because of what? A drone. Phones will only work over land where there are land-based towers and transmitters, and this can be a very scary fact to people that are in remote regions with no line of sight to a transmitter to boost or bounce the signal to your device. And this can be very scary, contrary to what you might believe. But the dome, the firmament, bounces all transmissions. Now to 5G, when an ordinary electromagnetic field enters the body, it causes charges to move and currents to flow. This is known as geopathic stress, which, when extremely short electromagnetic pulses enter the body, like 5G for instance, something else happens entirely. Because the moving charges themselves become little antennas that re-radiate the electromagnetic field and send it deeper into the body. So these re-radiated waves are called Brillouin precursors, and they become significant when either the power or the phase of the waves changes rapidly enough. So 5G will probably satisfy both of those requirements, and these millimeter waves can penetrate far into your body. And 5G runs on very, very high frequency radio waves, and those signals can't travel long distances. They require towers to be placed close together and installed in so many more locations. Certainly not 20,000 or so orbiting satellites around a spinning globe, shooting and bouncing off signals to who knows where. But these radio waves will probably produce harmful radiation that can cause brain cancers, reduced fertility, cause serious headaches and other illnesses that are yet to be determined in this new world that we're living in. But trials, tests, tribulations that we all must endure here as the human spirit, so one can be correctly disciplined in both the pains and the pleasures that we have endured here on our earthbound years. Give more and complain less. You'll learn to overcome expectations and to see the world for what it is rather than what you want it to be. And this earth is flat and motionless. Allow yourself to go along with the ride during good times rather than sabotaging your own happiness. In Buddhism, desire and ignorance lie at the root of all suffering. By desire, Buddhists refer to craving, pleasure, material goods and immortality, all of which are wants that can never be satisfied. As a result, desiring them can only bring suffering. And this, friends, is not what we need. I'm looking forward to doing the next one, as we've got a lot more to say. It's been a while. So thanks, and I'll see you soon. Keep flat.